From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Shane McClanahan. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy. Ready to go? Here's George Springer. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Addison Barger. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air, right field. DeLuca should have this one. Takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
And that one is lifted in the air. Simpson gets under it, and that is that. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
So dominant, only gave up one hit, and I know in the back of his mind he's thinking about how close he came, but he's got to forget about that and focus on his opponent in this one.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So digging in, Jonathan Aranda towards first, and that's just foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Varsho has a beat on it, takes it in for the out. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Runner on the go. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Stays alive.
Slurve. Low inside.
Ground ball up the middle. Flips it. There's one. On to first, but he beats it. And a run scores. Now up for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. Misplay doesn't cost them. Top of the second, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Got him. One out in the second.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Digging in, Kazuma Okamoto. Caminero zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. DeLuca drifts towards it, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Forte. Oh, gets dirty. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. On to the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. The 1-1. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball. Lux over to first, and one away in the top of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Miles Straw. Ball to strike. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look. It's
man at first, one away. And now Leo Jimenez. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. The 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Inside, almost got him.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. DeLuca going back. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. So now 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Clement over to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz digs in now. Guerrero steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, the throw to first. Rays retired in order. Back here at Tropicana Field, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is racking up doubles like it's a hobby, part of quite a star-studded list, Singy.
Yeah, he's turning singles into doubles with quick turns and smart reads. Those gaps are his highways. 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
This one in the air center field. And that is that. Back now in Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero with an impressive home run total. Top 5 in the league is legit, Singy.
Oh, for sure, Boog. He's got that don't make a mistake vibe every time he steps in.
Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. This to third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Now it's going to be Chandler Simpson. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slurve. Low inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Slurve.
Man at second. Line drive. Base hit left field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes, we talked about. And
that's a base hit. Run scores.
well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Strong takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air to left center. And that is the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Here's a high chopper. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see.
Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. A little bit low. Okamoto aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Kirk not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. And a payoff pitch. This to center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Popped up. Fortes under it. 2 away. And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Here's a 1-1. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. The throw is late, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Now here is Leo Jimenez. This one in the air right field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Sinker. Low inside.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning. So back to the top of the order. And next is the designated hitter. Yandy makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next for the Rays,
Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Aranda thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Stepping in, the long ball threat. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. He'll score. It's 3-zip. So up next, Cedric Mullins. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Cedric Mullins sends it out. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Play made, that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. George Springer now at the plate.
The right fielder, George Springer.
Breaks his bat, pops it up. And there's one down. So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy now. Big swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. Addison Barger. The 2-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Aranda under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next one misses. Ball 3. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And now 1 and 2. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Back here at Tropicana Field, on a roll coming in, but this lineup's broken his momentum.
Yeah, they've hit him hard. Seems like he's been playing catch up all day long.
Fires over to Guerrero, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Now to the bullpen for the Jays, Mason Fluhart.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
High fly ball down the left field line. Straw ranging back. Out of here. A laser to left. And they add a run. It's 6-0. Now here is Johnny DeLuca.
Sweeper.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Boyle.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Clement having a lot more success on the road this season. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the dish.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Two aboard with one out. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Runners at first and second for him with one down. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. And they slice into the lead. It's 6-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game.
Edwin Uceda will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Back to the top of the order now. And the batter is George Springer. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a ball and two strikes. Got him. Two away.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with two strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in. And that'll do it. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now
pitching for.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jimmy Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
And that one almost got him.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And two away now.
Up
Next to bat will be the Rays four-hitter, Cedric Mullins. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Garrett Clevenger. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. First out in the top of the eighth.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto, the next to hit. The 1-1. On the ground. And foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Lux settles under it. And there's two away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 2-1 now. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Now a slow roller to second. Lux. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Payoff pitch. So a walk puts runners at first and second. And now it's Gavin Lux. On the ground, right side. Goes to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And the batter will be the shortstop, Taylor Walls. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. That one fouled off. One and 2 now. Through the swing, it's a strikeout. Slings to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. I'll tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is George Springer. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jesus Sanchez looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. In the air, left field. Simpson on the move. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take the series opener here at home.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing.
First pitch. Our starter in this one, Ian Seymour. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Waltz to second, and that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So now the DH spot, Addison Barger. Lined into right, and that'll do it. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah? Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. And a swing and a miss. One up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-2. Rolled over to third. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That is fifth. The catcher, Alejandro
Kirk will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. And Captain Kirk goes deep. His 4th home run of the season. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Outside low. It's 2-2.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Tosses to first, and there are 2 outs. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty. Ouch, that one got him. 2 outs, runner at first. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, left field. DeLuca moving under this one. And that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Cease was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Hauls it in for the out. Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. That was pretty nasty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at control.
That's strike 3 and the third out. Back now in Tampa Bay. Let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late. That one misses. Nope. So a leadoff walk. Seymour thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup, and the batter is George Springer. There's a 1-1. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. No throw, safe at second. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags and goes to third. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Out to short. Walls sends it to first. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field, and that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios.
Slayer. Middle outside.
And a big swing and a miss.
Sinker. Low middle.
Hauls it in, 1 away. So up next, Johnny DeLuca. The 3-1. And that's ball 4. So the Rays batting order turns over. Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Slider. Low outside.
Ground ball could be 2. On a second, they get 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Welcome back, and Singy, it's been more of a grind out there compared to his last outing.
Indeed, Boog, and he's definitely not as dominant, but there's a lot of game left.
First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Joe Boyle warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Boyle getting loose as well. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Fantastic effort to track down that ball. Even though he didn't make the catch, teammates love to see that kind of hustle out of him.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground to third. Lux for 1. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins under it. And that's the third out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Got him. 2 away.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Ernie Clement.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. There comes the skipper. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Joe Boyle.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Digging in, Miles Straw. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. So back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. In the air out towards right center. Mullins gets under it. And there's 2 down. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That one blasted deep to right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was an exciting play all the way around, man. He ripped that thing into the gap, and a great effort. Almost.
Oh, wow. What a stop. Swing and a ground ball. Clement over to first. And that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
He's got it. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a 2-1 ball game now. Here's the left fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here at Tropicana Field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Addison Barger. In the air to left center, DeLuca on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. 2-1 now. Bounce to third. Slings it across. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And he grounds one to the right side. Lux fires over to first. And the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Lifted in the air, right center field. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And now it's Gavin Lux.
That's in. Ball 2.
Raised down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one hooked foul.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Walls on the run, sends it over to first. In time. Got him.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time. And any slower and those wheels burn.
And that is that. Back here in Tampa Bay. And now the catcher for the Rays, Hunter Fiducia. And a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. That misses the zone. 3-1 now.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
So digging in, Jake Fraley. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Line drive. That's a base hit. Heading for the plate. The throw home. Safe. We are tied at 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Ground ball left side. Can't glove it cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Ball 3.
Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Strike 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the...
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. That is a huge out. Wow. Yandy Diaz now. The 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away. All loaded up. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout. New pitcher now for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2. So up next, Gavin Lux.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Base hit right field. Palacios around third. Now a long throw home. He's safe. It's 5-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cedric Mullins. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Hunter Fiducia. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. The 2-1. Outside.
And the skipper calls down to the bullpen. He's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Stepping in, Taylor Walls. The Rays trying to break this one open. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game. So they'll out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
And he steps right into a bases-loaded jam where this game could kind of get blown wide open. Just needs 1 out to get out of it. So this is a huge matchup coming up.
Got him swinging for the K. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But it's a huge 5-run. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Steven Matz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tap foul at the plate.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Two now. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lux throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled hard the other way. The Rays leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's deep, and it one-hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
At the plate, Addison Barger. That one to first. Aranda takes it himself. 2 gone. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. And a 1-1. In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Fiducia gathers, goes to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Okamoto zips it across. He's out. 2 down, base is empty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Up the middle, on the run, throw to first.
He's out.
Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. We go to the 9th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And it skips in the dirt. Bounce to the left side. The throw to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that's a one-out single. Anthony Santander at the plate. On the ground to third. Palacios over to second, and that's a double play to end it. And your finals. From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way.
And on the hill in this one, Drew Rasmussen. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. One away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Popped up first base side. Palacios has a beat on it, and there's two away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Alejandro Kirk.
Two down, nobody on. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Addison Barger. And there's a hit. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Almost got him.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. And that's the third out. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound now, Kevin Gausman. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And he went around according to Darryl Parker.
Low inside.
Got him. That is the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. He circles the bases, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca under it. And that is that. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
So digging in, Nick Fortes. Way out front for strike 2. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. Left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So up next, Richie Palacios.
All sliders so far in this.
Runner on the goal. That one lifted to left. Sanchez should have this one, and that's the inning. We played 2 innings. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Here's a 1-1. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a 1-1. And that one ripped to left. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swings through that one for strike 2. Outside low, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting ninth,
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays.
Ball, that's out.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That
Ball,
misses.
that's out.
And the count is 3-1.
High inside.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. First and second, no outs. Yandy Diaz, Clement to Jimenez to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jonathan Aranda will hit next.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
Line drive, leaping, and he makes the grab. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
This looks like extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here's the throw. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
At the plate, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play. 1 out man at first. Here's Andres Jimenez. Gets him to chase after that one.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. Now Ernie Clement. Ball to strike. Hit softly on the ground to third, and foul ball. In the air, right field. Fraley on the move. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a ready to go, bottom 4. Junior Caminero up now. He's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Now that's smacked to right center, and it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jake Fraley. This one in the air center field. Lucas settles underneath it. And there's 1 away. Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Jimenez pulls it in on the run. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. The 1-1. To the right side. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer now at the plate. That one fouled off. 2-2. runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do,
there's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. Vladdy with a star scraper. It's his 6th home run of the season. So 2 down. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-2. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now Kevin Cash. Brian Baker on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here is Addison Barger. Here's the 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Palacios tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back.
Low middle.
And the slider just misses. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
4-seam fastball.
The 1-2.
Outside.
On the ground right side, and he can't come up with it. The underhand flip, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay. Now it's the shortstop, Carson Williams. Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit! They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. So the Rays batting order turns over. Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Line drive, down the line, and it's foul. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in there. It's 3-2. So up next, Junior Caminero. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags from third. In comes the run from third. It's 3-3. So the sac fly ties the game. Jake Fraley digs in now.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing at a ball popped up. Clement under it. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Kazuma Okamoto will hit next. The 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. Got the out. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Edwin Uceda, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Clevenger, a lefty, warming up as well. DeLuca under it. 2 away now. Digging in, Andres Jimenez. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning.
The batter number 22.
Here comes the manager out of the Cole Sulser into the game.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-2. Palacios throws to first in time, and that is that. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Mason Fluharty. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Up the middle, Clement. Over to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Sweeper.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground to the left. Gloves it on the dive. Over to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to.
Jimenez. He's out. And stepping in is the speedy Johnny DeLuca. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Gone! He sends a rocket to left. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Rays with a 2-run homer. It's now a 5-3 ball. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk. 2 down, nobody on. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. The 3-1. That's smashed towards center. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're
Blue
back
Jays.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 62.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
This one in the air right field. Springer takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now it's going to be Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. 2 up, 2 down. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. And that keeps the inning going.
It's a hit, and the ball hitting the bag definitely played a factor. Those moments can go either way, and it seemed to work out for the offense in that spot.
That one missing inside.
Fastball. High outside.
And they'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
In the air, left field. And the inning is over. The Rays. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Edwin Uceda.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
In the air to left center. DeLuca gets under it. And a quick out, number one. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Here's a 1-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Missed with a changeup. Ball two. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. On the ground. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
The left fielder, Chandler.
Manager out of the... Brendan Little takes over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just...
Fires over to Guerrero. Rays. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Now here is Nathan Lucas. Lucas wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still two challenges left for them. On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it. Too late, and the runner is safe. And the misplay costs him.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Substitution being made at first. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto. Miles Straw getting some more speed on the bases. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. So they're down to their final out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Out towards right center field. Fraley under this one. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, it's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's...
First pitch coming at you. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. He's got one of the best ERAs in the league this year, which is just a polite way of saying good luck scoring.
Yeah, but he's got to deal with the scoreboard operator. Keep it clean, I'll bring snacks.
He's basically allergic to giving up runs. Somebody get this guy an antihistamine.
Yeah, he treats a base runner like a pest problem. Quick spray, gone in seconds.
That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. And now Yohan Moncada. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. And he's up to third safely with two gone.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Slider, middle outside.
Got him swinging. A double in the end. Back now in Toronto. And getting the start for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi. What do we have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there, it's got a chance. But misjudges this one, and it falls. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself two bags on a great swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
No, down.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game one of this three-game set. Line drive, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, George Springer.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
That's a base hit, run scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension.
Shanuel. There's one. To first, and he throws it away. Over to first, safe. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a two-base error.
Batting fifth, catcher.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk. Well struck left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. The run comes in to score from second. Here comes the throw. It's an RBI double, and it's 2-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Strike 2. Swing and a ground ball. Moncada tossed to first. They limit the damage. Second inning set to go. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Josh Lowe. Swings through that one. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 1-2. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Miles Straw. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Out towards right center field. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting 8th, second baseman.
So up next, Ernie Clement. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So up next for Toronto, Leo Jimenez. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer digs in now. Swing and a miss at a slider. Back foot slider struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through, and the barrel.
That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We head on down to the top. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. To third. And that's a fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Not close with that one. And the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Back to the top of the Angels lineup, Nolan Shotwell now at the plate.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side,
Jimenez quickly to second for 1. To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swings through that. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Set for the bottom of the third, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Addison Barger. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Into the outfield, base hit. Trout hustles it back in, and it's now first and second to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Alejandro Kirk. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, too late, he scores. And it's 4-0. First and second, and nobody out. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Good feed, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swinging a foul straight back. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. That's the first sinker we've seen today, and it was effective. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back now in Toronto. Well, Singy, he's been on a tear coming in, and we've seen much of the same dominance today. Swiftly becoming the X factor of this pitching staff.
Yeah, Boogie's pitching like he's got the answers to the test, and the hitters miss study group.
Here's Joe Adele. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's a 2-2. Off balance speed. There's one. Double play. What a twin. Bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez. Foul ball there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Ripped on a line. Trout takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And a big swing and a miss. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They lead 4-0. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. There's a strike at the knees. Low thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
2-2 on the way. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He'll do it himself. One away here in the fifth. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
High inside.
That one lifted to left. Straw gets under it. 2 up, 2 down. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Just a slow ground ball this time. Jump throw, and they get the out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Jordan Romano.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Romano, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chase Silseth, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stays alive.
Foul!
That one way inside. Man at first, 1 away. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
Now, Miles Straw. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here comes a skip. Righty reliever out of the pen, Chase Silseth.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now a chance for Ernie Clement. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 5 innings complete. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. So up next, Oswald Peraza.
High inside. Four-seam fastball.
Here's a 1-2.
Outside.
This one chopped up the middle. Not in time.
He's in there. He's
Great
safe.
effort, but it's an infield hit. Now it's the
Four-seam
Angels
fastball.
leadoff man,
High outside.
Nolan Schanuel. And that's through there for a strike.
Middle inside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Four-seam
Peraza
fastball.
aboard here
High
at first
inside.
with nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground to third. Okamoto goes to second for 1 and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Mike Trout. That one outside, and a count 2-1. Late with the swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Got him. And that is that. So back here at Rogers Center, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
The 1-2. What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the order now. Now here is George Springer. Gets him to chase after that one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs. Get deeper in the count. Try to climb the ladder.
And down on strikes. That's the second out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground, Moncada throws across the diamond. 3 up, 3 down. Back now in Toronto. Well, Singy, we featured him at the top of the show, and wow, what a performance so far.
Yeah, from the first pitch, he's been in full command. No drama, just results out there. Yet another stellar outing and likely victory. You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been
hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. And a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And they're all loaded up.
Up next for the
now the left fielder, Josh Lowe. Here's a rocket to right field. He's there. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 6-1. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2. Grounds 1 to short. Jimenez. Off balance feed. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. One, 2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
That's out number 2. Robert Stevenson takes over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Just missed. That one found hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Liner snagged at first.
pitching for the
Tommy
Blue
Nance
Jays.
comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Takes it in for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Out towards right center field. Clement should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for
The Blue Jays leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got it. Angels retired 1-2-3. Leading off, Dalton Varsho. Stevenson in his 9th season. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a slider. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Really got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom half of the 8th inning. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. And a 1-1. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That one carrying out of here into the visitors bullpen. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have
Brent Suter gets handed the rock out of the pen. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And now here is Ernie Clement. This one in the air center field. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Leo.
The 1-1. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So back to the top of the order, and the batter is George Springer. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Got him. That's the inning.
Now pitching.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here is Yohan Moncada. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's ball four. Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
Splitter.
2-1 now.
Outside.
Swings through that one for strike two. And it remains 2-2.
Splitter. Low outside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Angels with only one out left. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That finishes the evening's action.
Well, exciting finish, but also a questionable decision to send the runner. That run isn't a decider, tying the game or putting your team ahead. So, scratching my head a little bit as to why they sent it. But ultimately, a great play, and this is what you come to the ballpark for each and every game.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner.
First pitch coming your way. Today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Ripped on a line to center. One down. Here's Trout.
Batting second, center fielder,
The
Mike
2-1.
Trout.
Just getting started here in Toronto. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Batting third baseman, Yohan.
Trout on the move. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And they're all loaded up. Zach Neto will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's got a chance. Can't reach it. Should score at least 2. In to score from first. And they're up by 3.
Circle change. Low inside.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Circle change. Low inside.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Slider.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Slider. Low outside.
Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. A 2-run blast. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add on.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure.
Strike 2.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and get.
Got him swinging for the K. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And our starting pitcher here today, Grayson Rodriguez. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So in now for the Angels, Oswald Peraza.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Low outside.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Stays alive. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Brooke, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Slider.
1-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one misses. Ball 2.
Middle inside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Struck him out swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Mike Trout.
That's a ball.
Slider. Low outside.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
So Trout comes up with the knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Trout flying around third. He'll score easily. It's 6-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man on second, 2 down. High fly ball, right field. And that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Next is the designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Blue Jays all set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Here comes the manager. Number 62 taking over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And a big swing and a miss. Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time.
Slider. Middle outside.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Logan O'Hoppe the next to hit, and that is out of play.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Tap softly to the right side. Peraza. Throw to first in time. Lucas launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a payoff pitch. fires to first in time. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Lifted in the air, right field. And that ends the inning. Down in order as we go to the top of the fourth. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
Two-seam fastball. Low middle.
On a line. He's got it. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Nolan Shanuel now at the Clement to second. Relay to Guerrero in time. Inning-ending double play. Ready to go. Bottom four. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one ripped to left. One up, one down.
Up next,
The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Popped up. Moncada should have this one. Two down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. The 2-1. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. He sends it out of here. And they cut into the lead.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels. Mike swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A solo shot. And they add to their lead.
Who doesn't love watching Mike Trout smash home runs? His swing just sounds different.
On the ground. Slings to first in time. Now batting Joe Adell. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. A little out front there as he swings through it. This one in the air, right field. And that is that. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's 7-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. 2 down, nobody on. And right back to the mound. Sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Josh Lowe digs in now. A 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The Halos up big in this one, and we're the top half of the sixth.
Middle outside.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Low inside.
In the air, right field. Out number 2.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Fastball. High outside.
Popped up. Barger gets under it. And that is that. Angels back here at Rogers Center. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. This one in the air. Neto settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That one almost got him. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to wreck it.
Brings it in for the 3rd out.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Fluharty.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Low outside.
Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first in time. And now batting, Mike Trout. Towards first, Guerrero. He takes it on his own, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Robert Stevenson. 25th appearance of the year for him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Line drive. Hauls it in. 1 away. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
On the ground to short, Neto. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Rips that one to right. And the inning is over.
Now Now pitching. for the
Welcome
Blue
back, and a
Jays,
new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
And he's coming in to pitch on
Garcia.
4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Toward the Angels,
Two down,
left fielder,
bases empty.
Josh Lowe.
Now the left fielder, Josh Lowe. And 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Outside.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Shanuel steps on the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Two down.
Up next for the Blue
Now the
Jays.
Angels manager.
For the
Now it's
Angels,
Jordan
number
Romano out of the
68,
bullpen.
Jordan
He's into the
Romano.
game with the bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Here's a 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Up the middle, Neto. Tosses to first, inning over on the ground out.
Now pitching.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Tyler Rogers. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Slider. Low outside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Four-seam fastball.
Two down, nobody on. To the right side. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Back now in Toronto. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. And a 1-1. Swings through that.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Vladdy coming around third. The run comes in from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying for two. Dalton Varsho will hit next. Here's a 1-1. Left field, Low ranging after it. Makes the grab on the run. That's out number two. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. They're down to their final strike. The 1-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels even this series up at a game apiece. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, folks. John Schaumby alongside Chris Singleton. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after. getting the nod in this one. Jose Barrios. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of the game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slurve. Here is Yohan Moncada. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Circle change.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to...
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. Back now in Toronto. And getting the start for the Angels, Reed Detmers. What do we have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Late on that fastball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third,
Addison Barger digs in now.
Addison Barger.
And a 1-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, that's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Rogers Center. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but
Runner takes off. Out to short. On to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And here is Josh Lowe. Out to short. Slings to first in time. O'Hoppe with a homer in his last game. That one's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell at full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either, as they asked for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge. Swings through that one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Second inning here, no score. Out towards right center field. Adell on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. One out, man at first. So up next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Here's a 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Peraza has a beat on it. 2 away.
Batting 8th, catcher Tyler Heineman.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the DH for the Angels. Jorge Soler swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
Slurve. Low outside.
Way out front for strike 2.
Low inside.
On the ground right side. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. A gigantic blast. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time.
Up next,
here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hard liner. Oh, he can't squeeze it. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out.
Out.
Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Up next,
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Low outside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Low middle.
Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. This one in the air right field. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Boog Sciambi and Chris Singleton here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. On the ground, out to short, and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. So up next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Trying to move the runners over. In plenty of time to first, and that is a big first out. He hauls it in, 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One, two now. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. A couple of hits in the inning, but they back here at Rogers Center. So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe.
Slurve. Low inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside. Slurve.
Here's a 1-2.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Sinker. Middle inside.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles under this one. And there's 2 down. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Inside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Goes down looking. Pitching change here. Brent Suter.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And a 1-1. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Towards first, and that's a foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The 1-2. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Trout hustles it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Here comes the skipper. New pitcher now, Jordan Romano.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's a high chopper. Peraza fires over to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push. Back now in Toronto. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in, Oswald Peraza.
Slurve. Low outside.
That's smacked on a line to center. And that's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Sinker. Low outside.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2.
Low middle.
Popped in the air, left side. Okamoto under it. And there's 1 down. Here's Trout.
Fastball. Low outside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. In the air, right field. And there's 1 down. Late on that fastball. Action in the Angels bullpen. Kirby Yates preparing to come on if needed. Joyce also throwing. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Leo Jimenez.
Shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
That one lifted to left. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Joe Adell. Andres Jimenez. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And the Halos jump out in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches in this game.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ben Joyce.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Late swing fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. And that one missing low.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Peraza. Neto for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The Angels holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him swinging, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Fires to first in time. And the batter now, Oswald Peraza. Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. That's a very athletic play.
Up next
and next for L.A., Nolan Shotwell. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Got him. That ends the frame. Angels back here at Rogers Center, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. That's his 4th home run of the series.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance.
Way inside. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now let's see if they...
Here goes the runner. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
The 2-1. This one in the air right field. Adele going after it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Up next,
Here comes the skipper. Now on the bump, Kirby Yates.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tyler Rogers.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Slings to first in time. Here is Moncada.
4-seam fastball.
2-2 now.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be...
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 3-2.
That right there's a game changer.
Manager out of the... Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Splitter.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swings and misses. Struck. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Drew Pomeranz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
1 away. And the batter is George Springer. Out to short. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Now, Blue, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
2 down, nobody on. On a line out towards center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels win the rubber match of this 3-game series.